All right, to start out making this gorgeous two-toned ribbed beanie, you're going to need two types of medium weight yarn. I'm going with this color, which is hot wool. It's called From Italy. It's by Tropical Lane, and all of this is written in the actual pattern, all the details like this. This is what I'm using, and I'm also using I Love This Yarn from Hobby Lobby in Tweed, the base color that they have. So go ahead and get that. All right, so I actually have part of my pattern written here. You can download the full, really fancy pattern that I have. It's got all kinds of bells and whistles, but this is just for me. You're going to start with a 6mm hook to do the chain, because what happens is this chain is going to be at the top and it will be too tight if you do it in the same hook size as the rest of the pattern. So do yourself a favor from the very beginning and use a bigger hook size on the chain. I do this in every single pattern I have. It's a big, big trick, and you'll be thankful that you did it. So we're going to chain 60. Okay, and whenever you chain, another thing that like I always have to tell beginners when I do my workshops is you need to be doing your loops on the shaft, not right here. All right, and then we're going to take our chain and you're going to carefully find the very first one. Make sure your chain is not twisted. So carry it along and into the very first chain, you're just going to slip stitch in there. Make sure you're not twisted. If your chain is twisted, your work is going to be twisted and you're going to have to start all over again and rip everything out. All right, now we're going to switch to our smaller hook size. Okay, I'm using a 5.5 and I'm going to chain 2. The chain 2 counts as the double crochet, and we're going to go around into every stitch and do a double crochet. If you are kind of new at crocheting, you can just go into your loops like so and do a double crochet around. Or if you're pretty experienced, you can just go into the back loops by twisting over your chain, and there's like these little bumps. Okay, these bumps here, and you can go into there, and that will give you a nice like braid effect at the top. So that's what I'm going to do, which takes a little bit of extra time, and it's a little finicky, but it's a nice little detail. And I feel like with crochet work, the little details make a big difference. We have gone all the way around, and now I'm going to slip stitch into the chain 2. So I'm going to go into the second chain of my chain 2 and just slip like so. And then my pattern says for rounds 2 through 5, chain 2 in front post double crochet in next. So my chain 2 is the very beginning, and I'm going to front post double crochet around this post below. So you're going to just yarn over and you're going to go around your stitch, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2. And then you're going to do 2 regular double crochet, and then you're going to do a post, and you're going to do that all the way around. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that all the way around until we get to the very beginning. Okay, so I have come all the way around. I've got another post to do here. And a double crochet here. Okay, and then I'm going to slip stitch to the second chain of my chain 2. All right, and you should have 60 stitches. All right, now we're going to keep on going for rows 3 to row 5. We're going to repeat this. So go ahead and do your chain 2, which counts as your first double crochet, do your post, and then alternate all the way around till you get to the back, and then you're going to slip stitch into the second chain of your chain 2. So rows 3 through 5. I'll meet you at the end of row 5. I have finished my round 5 and I've done my slip stitch. Now what you're going to do to flip this around to start working on the inside without cutting anything or detaching anything is you're going to flip it inside out and then around. Okay, that way, ooh, let me get my strings. While you crochet up and you fold this over, it's all going in the right direction. So I'm going to chain 2. And in this part, I'm going to leave the braid at the bottom. You see how there's that braid? And I'm going to work into the back bumps instead so that I leave a definite edge. We're going to just do double crochets all the way across. Okay, so you go ahead and do that. I'll meet you at the end of this row. And if you want to check if you're doing this right, then here's your work. If you flip your brim up, you should have right side and right side together. Okay? Okay, so I have finished this first round, and you see how if I flip this over, you should see this little braid at the bottom because we went through the back loops. That's really going to help it to be a definite fold. So, all right, we're going to slip stitch to the chain 2 of our chain, and then we're going to do the same thing rows 2 through 5 or rounds 2 through 5. We're going to do double crochet all the way around. Let's go ahead and do that. I'll meet you at the end of round 5. I had to get out my tea at this point because this is just one of those like relaxing moments where you have to have a cup of tea. Okay, now we have finished this portion, and basically the brim kind of just flips up and it lays flat like that. Okay, so now what we're going to do for rounds 6 through 12, we're going to chain 2, and now we're going to start our posts. So we're going to do a front post double crochet in the next, and then 2 double crochet, and then a post. And we're going to do that all the way around. So we're going to do 2 double crochet, and then a post. Okay, so all the way around. Let's work all the way over here. All right, guys, so I have changed colors, and now I'm at round 13, which is my decrease, the beginning of my decrease rounds. And I'm going to show you what we're going to do. We're going to chain 2 to start, which counts as our first double crochet. We're going to do a post in the next stitch, and then we're going to decrease in these 2 stitches. So to do that, you're going to yarn over, go through, and pull up a loop, yarn over, go through 2, and stop here. Now we're going to combine it with this stitch. So we're going to yarn over, go through, pull up a loop, yarn over, go through 2, stop here, and yarn over and go through all loops. And that's how you do a double crochet decrease. So let's do that all the way around. We're doing the repeat is basically a post, 2 double crochet, a post, and a decrease. And all of this is written out in detail in my step-by-step pattern, which you can grab from my shop. So let's just keep going around and doing this until we get to the beginning. So I'm going to do my 2 double crochet, another post. All right, so I've come all the way around. I've done my last decrease, and I'm going to do 1 post here, and then my last double crochet here, and then I'm going to slip stitch to the chain 2 of my chain, and that will give me 50 stitches for this round. Okay, so round 14, we're going to chain 2. We're going to do a front post double crochet around the next. Go ahead and download the pattern if you haven't already. The link is in my description. We're going to do a double crochet decrease in the next 2 stitches. So if you look closely, wherever it falls, guys. So if it's on a decrease and on a post, so be it. All you need to do is combine these 2. So this is 1 chain at the top. I'm going to yarn over, go through, yarn over, go through 2, and stop here. And in my post, I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm going to kind of make it a post anyway, since it's a post there. And then I'm going to yarn over and go through both. You see how it's like that part's not a post, but this part is. Now, if that's too much for you, you don't have to do the posts where the posts are. It's okay. Okay, then we're going to do 4 regular stitches. So basically, we're decreasing on the 5th one. So I'm going to do 2 double crochets, since these are double crochet stitches. Here's a post. I'm going to do a post there. Here's a combined stitch. I'm going to do a regular double crochet on top of that. And then I'm going to combine the next 2. So that was 4 stitches. Now I'm on the 5th. I'm going to combine this. So this is a post. Just going to stop halfway, yarn over, go into my next stitch, stop halfway, and then yarn over and go through 2. So just keep doing that all the way around. Follow the pattern. And I'm coming around the end here. I have 4 regular stitches left. And here you got to make your last stitch where your double crochet is. And then slip stitch to your chain 2. And now you should have 42 stitches as your count. And we're going to keep on decreasing. So round 15, you're going to start with your chain 2. And same concept, we're going to start out, we're going to basically repeat the row we just did. So we're going to do our post right here. And then we're going to combine the next stitches, doing a decrease. So we have this stitch and this stitch, because you see how it was combined? Okay, so we're going to combine these 2. And then we're going to do 4 regular stitches before we combine again. So if I have a post, I have a post. If I have a double crochet, I have a double crochet. 1, 2, 3. Around this whole thing, I'm going to go around the whole thing. 4. And then combine my next 2. Okay, and keep going all the way around. All right, I'm at the end of round 15, and I've got 1 post to go here, and 1 double crochet to go here, and a slip stitch, and that is going to be 35 stitches. Now for round 16, we're going to be decreasing in every stitch, basically. So I did my chain 2, and I'm going to decrease from now on all the other stitches. So I'm going to go around this one, yarn over, stop here, go into my next stitch, yarn over, go through 2, stop there, yarn over, go through 2, and I'm going to keep doing that process for all the other stitches. And you're going to see that it really cinches the top together, and then we're going to actually cinch it together to finish it off. Okay, so I have decreased on all the stitches around. It leaves me this nice gradual decrease look, and I think I have 18 stitches total, and I have to slip stitch. Oops, got a slip stitch to my chain 2 there. Don't want to leave that out. All right, there we go. Now what we're going to do is we're going to cut a really long tail, and we're going to cinch the rest of this together. Get out a tapestry needle, and which is like, looks like this, and make sure you get the blunt end, not the pointy end. You don't want your needle to be catching on threads and stuff like that. You're going to thread it, and then basically you're going to weave in and out all the way around your hat, kind of in and out. You can choose to go into every stitch at the top, or you can go and you can skip one. Okay, and once you've gone all the way around, you're just going to cinch it closed like this. Okay, and then what I do is I start sewing the top closed. So I just kind of go through the top in different directions a few times, and that's what I do. And then I also leave my yarn attached so that I can sew on a pom-pom. And that is how you make the Monica beanie. Thanks for watching, guys. Please leave a comment about what you think about this pattern, what you think about the texture, and how difficult it was, or how fun it was, or if you made this for everybody in your family like I have. Thanks for watching. Ciao, ciao.